Wait a minute. Correct me if I'm wrong here. I thought the WNBA was filled with famous players. I thought players in the WNBA were classified as celebrities. According to Angel Reese and her dozens of aliases, along with her pretend friends in the mainstream media, this league is incredible! The WNBA is filled with huge stars! Huge stars don't have to wait in line to get into nightclubs, right? Celebrities are not denied access to exclusive parties, right? I mean, if you're a club owner, you are comping celebrities at your club. You treat them like royalty. You're giving them free drinks. You're telling them to promote your club on social media so regular people will come to the club and buy drinks hoping to meet their favorite star. The problem for most players in the WNBA, they think they're famous, when the reality is they wouldn't be recognized at family reunions. As it turns out, WNBA players are multi-talented in the world of make-believe. Not only do they pretend to play basketball, they also pretend to be famous. When someone sent me this video on Twitter yesterday, I was initially trying to be patient. I was trying to be understanding. I was an absolute maniac when I was in my 20s. I wasn't as verbally polished as the Uncle KC that you see today. But then I found out that one half of this duo that refers to themselves as Studbudz, which is an interesting name for two females. I've always thought men were referred to as studs, but in this era of chosen identity, I guess females are now choosing to identify as studs too. Or as the WNBA prefers to call them, players. Initially, I was trying to be understanding. I was trying to use youth as an excuse for what I'm about to show you guys. But then, I found out that Courtney Williams, who identifies, I guess, as the stud and Studbudz, Courtney Williams is 31 years old, which means she's old enough to know better. I know your kindergarten teacher taught you that looks do not matter, and Uncle Casey hates to dispute this utopian view, but your kindergarten teacher lied to you. Looks matter. How you speak, how you carry yourself matters. If I appeared on the channel every day in a poo-stained sleeveless shirt and a pair of overalls, and I spoke to you guys like this for 12 to 15 minutes, I'm going to tell you, cuz I'd rather get branded in the ass with an iron than have to watch that basketball, that there WNBA. Cletus don't like them there ladies who shoot that there ball in that hole. How long would you be willing to tolerate it? Would you give me your valuable time every day? How many sponsors would be willing to have me promote their brands? One of the reasons I have dozens of sponsors every year is because they know I won't embarrass them. From my audience, I'm essentially the face of their brand. They know they will be treated professionally. They know I won't show up with tattoos on my face and beer stains on my shirt, trying to explain to you guys how CBD from Sugar Mountain Trading can relieve your physical pain. There is an old saying in corporate America: dress for the job you want, not the job you have. It's the same thing with your speech. Your vernacular matters. The way you speak, the way you present yourself matters. If you want to be treated like a professional athlete, you have to present yourself as a professional athlete. If you want to be taken seriously, you have to earn that respect. Over the weekend, this duo that refers to themselves as Studbudz, they were streaming live on Twitch throughout the WNBA All-Star events. Studbudz consist of Courtney Williams,
who?
And Natisha Hiedeman.
And who?
Yeah, Exactly. That's what the doorman at a club in Indianapolis was saying when they were trying to get inside. Who in the Rudy Poo are you? Yo, man, we WNBA players. We play for the Minnesota Linkers. What the hell is the WNBA? The duo was streaming live as they were attempting to get into a nightclub. They thought they were going to walk in and the red carpet would be rolled out. Unfortunately for Studbudz, when the doorman at the club saw them and they associated themselves with the WNBA dump, he naturally thought they were there to clean the bathrooms, and he rolled out the red carpet that directly led to the toilets. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the second channel's in the description below. Later today on the second channel, going to be talking about the Trumper pressuring teams to return to their original names. He's applying pressure to the Cleveland Indians, who for reasons unknown have been referring to themselves as the Cleveland Guardians. The Guardians were those heroic doormen who were keeping unknown WNBA players out of the club Saturday night. The Trumper is also pressuring the Washington Redskins to embrace their true identity. I'll give you all the details, so click the link in the description below, subscribe to the second channel. Like I've told you guys before, All-Star Games in professional sports, they're essentially corporate events. KC, I thought they were about the fans. Yeah, that's the shit sandwich the league serve ya. But All-Star Games are professional events. They're about wining and dining current sponsors and luring potential sponsors. Now, with that being the case, as a league, you want to ensure that your players are representing you properly. According to WNBA players, we are professional basketball players. Of course, no one else believes that, but WNBA players, they are constantly trying to convince us that they're professionals. Even though a lot of their behavior can be classified as unprofessional. You know, like using the All-Star Game to protest for money you haven't earned. There are some players, though, that are good representatives for the WNBA. There are some players who are good brand ambassadors. Obviously, Caitlin Clark. Believe it or not, Angel Reese is a good public speaker. I don't know why she can't be that way sometimes on social media, but when she is speaking at press conferences or corporate events, Angel Reese is an eloquent speaker. Same with Natasha Cloud, Natisha Collier, Skylar Diggins, Paige Beckers. Hell, I'll even include AJ Wilson. There are a lot of women in the WNBA who carry themselves like professionals, but Studbudz ain't it. If I were Kat Engelbert, there is absolutely no chance I want this duo representing my league on a corporate level. Saturday night, the duo of unknowns was trying to enter a club in Indianapolis. Obviously, the doorman didn't recognize them. In his defense, neither did anyone else, so they were not allowed inside the club. Since most of you guys won't recognize them either, I'll describe the duo in the clip. Studbudz are the two with pink hair. One of them is walking around chewing on a piece of dental floss. I double-checked. She doesn't have a brand deal with Colgate. She doesn't have a brand deal with Crest. Also, she's not standing in front of a bathroom mirror, so there's absolutely no reason for her to be walking around chewing on a piece of floss. Now, to their credit, Studbudz was not disrespectful to the doorman. They weren't trying to cause a scene. They handled the situation well. I know this was supposed to be fun, entertaining, which is fine. That's fine, but I'm looking at this from a professional perspective. Watch for yourself.
Oh, now, twin, what other line? Hey, boss man.
Y'all got a section?
Yo.
It's down here, that is.
No, but we with Angel, though.
With sections, they gotta go. Everybody gotta go there. They gotta verify who y'all are.
So what are sections at?
And I get the guys who's supposed to bring y'all in.
Nah, I'm not. Well, we in the W and shit, so we just got done at the All-Star Game. So like, sorry, we don't need. I ain't even trying to be funny, but we should not be waiting in no line. Oh God.
Do not block the hotel.
Oh yeah, a flick if I could get in it. But no, I'm finna go. We don't play like that.
James.
We done came too deep to be around here talking about waiting. Yeah, we on stream for sure. We always on stream, y'all know that.
So otherwise, we'll just get our own. We don't even play like that.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even play them type of games.
Yeah, come on, twin. I'm right here. I'm not going nowhere without you.
I know, but what I'm...
He letting us all in. We all good. So
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to make sure everybody get in before we just be like, you know what I'm saying? All right, for sure.
To make matters worse, there were some in the media who were encouraging this. According to Jemele Hill, Studbudz was the MVP of All-Star Weekend. Look, they were entertaining. I watched them for a few minutes yesterday on Twitter. Studbudz was definitely entertaining. Of course, I was laughing at them, but that's okay. Whether you're laughing at them or with them doesn't matter. The purpose of entertainment is to be entertaining. In that aspect, Studbudz was a success. They were a big success as long as I could watch them on social media for free. Would I pay to watch them? If I was a corporate sponsor, would I pay them to represent my brand? Would I be willing to invest in them? Absolutely not. This is one of the reasons the WNBA is not taken seriously. And look, I would say the same thing if this were NBA players. A couple of years ago, I criticized Zion Williamson and Brandon Ingram for showing up stoned to a press conference during the in-season tournament. The media crucified them during the in-season tournament for showing up hungover to play the Lakers in the semifinals. Matter of fact, the media has criticized Zion Williamson for years for his refusal to take the game seriously. But with Studbudz and with the WNBA in general, the media shields the players from criticism. You're not allowed to criticize WNBA players. But this is the reason your league is not taken seriously. How you carry yourself matters. How you dress, how you speak, it matters. How many times have you seen LeBron James walking the street chewing on a piece of floss? How many times have you seen Drew Brees walking around with a toothbrush hanging out of his mouth? Colin Cowherd used to criticize Matt Stafford and Baker Mayfield in the NFL for wearing their hat backwards. But when WNBA players are walking around with pink hair and chewing on a piece of floss, the media calls them the MVP of the weekend. Someone please make it make sense. If you want to be treated like a professional, you have to carry yourself like a professional. Studbudz might be funny, they might be entertaining, maybe they have a future as content creators, but I'll tell you what they're not. They're not taken seriously as professional basketball players. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just speaking from experience. I have dealt with countless brands over the years. I know what they look for, and I damn sure know what they are not looking for. But you tell me, was Studbudz a good representative of the WNBA? Would you pay to see him? If you're a brand, if you own a company, or you work in marketing, would Studbudz convince you to invest in the WNBA? Let me know. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys later.